G'day viewers and welcome to another TFU Friday. Well, in a week that was full of totally fucked up things, it was hard to decide what to do. But what I've decided to go with is a situation that I think is totally fucked up. And I'll explain a little about it. There's a comedy group in Australia called The Chaser. They've done a lot over the years. They had a fake newspaper, they did radio shows, they've done TV shows. And they've just started a new season of their TV show on the ABC. Taxpayer-funded national broadcaster. Now, last night, they upset a lot of people with a little 1-minute sketch called the Make a Realistic Wish Foundation that a lot of people said is making fun of kids that have terminal diseases. Now, it's hardly a surprise that making jokes involving dying kids is going to wind at least some people up. That was obviously the intention. But what actually shits me about this thing is the aftermath. Now, to their credit, as far as I know, the people from The Chaser themselves, they haven't actually said, "Oh, we're sorry, we didn't mean to upset anyone." Of course they wanted to upset things. But the ABC, the broadcaster, is falling over themselves in their grovelling. And they've cut that particular sketch from any repeats, and they've cut it from the website. To which I say, that is totally fucked up. Listen, the time to decide something is unacceptable is before it goes to air. Now these guys have gone over the line heaps of times. It's not as if the ABC is going to sit back and go, well, they won't do anything questionable. No, you know these guys are going to push things as far as they can. So, the ABC is either irresponsible in not checking the content of the show, or they saw the content and went, yeah, run with it. And now they're just screaming like a pack of whiny pussies when they get a bit of pressure. You can't do comedy that anyone's going to remember without offending someone. That goes back to Shakespearean times, when the fool was the only one who could speak truth to the king, could say things that would get other people's heads cut off. And comedians have always run the risk of upsetting the people in control, and just upsetting their audience. You know what? If you don't like what The Chaser did, don't watch their show. If you go on and bleat and moan publicly, all you're doing is give them more publicity. Don't make a big scene about it, just don't watch them. In the last 3 years on YouTube, I must have offended pretty much everyone under the sun at some point. But you know what? I've never taken a video down. I still stand behind everything I've done. Which is not to say everything I've done is perfect or without fault. It's just, hell, I did it, I put it out there, I'm willing to stand up for it. ABC, what the fuck are you on about with running after the pressure? Either stop it from happening in the first place or stand up and say, we've got the right to make bad taste jokes. You know, I think I've worked out why this pisses me off so much. It reminds me of the sort of gutless wanker you get on YouTube all the time that'll leave a shitty comment but then won't accept responsibility when they get called out on it. They do their little drive-by and they get surprised when I go after them and rip into them and they're like, oh, you're so rude, such an abusive person. Or they wuss out completely and go, oh, I didn't mean it. Or the completely gutless pricks delete their own comment because they've been called out for the wanker they are. Hey, you did it, you prick. Either man up and accept responsibility or fuck off. And by the way, YouTube, that little delete your own comment feature, I hate that. As someone who takes the time to reply to most comments, it's really insulting when someone deletes their comment after the fact. Real good way to get blocked permanently from my channel, by the way. Everyone self-censors at some point. I do it all the time, but I do it before I do a video or a blog post. I decide, no, I don't want to do that. It could upset people for the wrong reason. When I upset people, it's usually because I want to, and I'll stand behind it afterwards. So the ABC backing down under public pressure, that is totally fucked up.